Radio, rock, rap, and R&B. Studio 57 Radio.
Rebels, where are my rebels? Are you for me? I am here. Another debacle of a week. No, get into our pick'ems weren't too horrible this week. So hopefully you are under an overpass, you know, and plenty of NFL talk. So without further ado, let's do the do that we do at DSR2. I am Scrappy, and here is your host, Johnny the Moose.
Hey, we're back here for another edition of DSR2 on this rather glorious Wednesday here in October. Here, lots here to talk about. The MLB season officially comes to a close, and we start postseason, and here on it, we just a little craziness going on there, but we have, especially coming up this coming week on who are possible starters for various NFL campaigns. At quarter football going on there as well, and as he said, the action is up on there. We'll get out. Basically, we'll have our pick'ems because we didn't do too bad last week, and of course, Moose
bound chicken down. Like pick'ems aside, usually seems to be in the world of the NFL, so that'll never stop. How about them Lions?
Who has worse defense? Or the Spartans?
It's terrible. The
Lions at least have a better offense.
They got the most prolific offense and the most points all in the same team. I told you it's gonna look a ride. Last week, I saw the same game that I saw in week one.
Yeah, I mean, you score points. You're starting running back. You're number two receiver, and you're
gonna do things, and then they're just
can't stop.
They can't stop anybody.
And again,
doing
the kicker is our linebackers. Malcolm's okay. I mean, he's got some problems, but Anzalone terrible. He can't cover in. He had a good couple was not good. The other side under, oh my God, he's terrible.
It's
able.
Yeah, well, it's all that either. I mean, successful because they don't throw at him very often because they can pick on, nobody. I mean, there's no you can throw at will on these guys.
And then we have a terrible.
How do you put up 40 something?
No, I mean.
It's not even.
Yeah,
no.
Goff's on pace for Stafford's 2011.
Well, it's one of those things where this is what Detroit fans do. It's always the back ball, no matter what. And it's like, dude, this guy could put up like record numbers there. The quarterback, he's still a bum. They don't win. Right. Dude, how many points he put up? Like, what's the? He's got to put up 50 every.
Yeah. I mean, 50 and 4 touchdowns.
Give up 550 yards of offense
to Geno. And
let's be here.
Yes.
That we're even saying that. Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is it's going to be, and then you'll have a good. Once again, you'll have a great game blown on the offensive end. Watch one of these games, like offensive game, and they'll crap the bed on offense. That's what this team does to you, because they love hiring people that they like or that they entered in the interviews, and that doesn't translate on the field how to hire. What you think of rolling all this stuff now, but it's all.
He's Ben Johnson, the new offensive coordinator.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you look at what
You're
he's done this year, and look at this offense. I mean, what's offense?
Right.
I mean, but you can't stop it, and they can pass.
Sure.
Again, arguably, a top 5 offense. It's terrible.
I don't know what I don't. Yeah. We'll see how it pans out and move forward, but.
What if Jordan Davis made a bit of difference in him since maybe, but again, we'll see what he's doing in Phil. But they can't, again, just can't cover it. And they're playing two linebackers. They can't cover it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, my balls in every part.
They win this division hands down.
I don't know if they win division hands down because they always seem to find like offensive standpoint. Yeah, I mean they look at a real stout defense and it tested over time, but it's like, I don't know how long you can stay balanced if that's the game that you're running,
right? Because
that's ultimately what happens. You're slot and you look like you're close, but in a lot of these games, it's not your ball, and you just get a counter roll at the end and getting a lot of it.
That was the Philly when the game gave that Washington.
Well, that was in classic.
But the scene that was back and forth with Seattle, and then you're terrible. Had him going and Mike the other day. So.
No, I think that'll be a revolving door.
Freaking defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Michael Bruce is always salary. See him.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
McNeil in there and trying hard and getting double. You see him getting close to it. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If everybody could just double team the rookie and
nobody else is getting to
yeah, that's it.
On the other.
Yeah.
It's not on him. He's getting double. Everybody is not. They're not making runs. They're a little bit too aggressive. Blitzing guys on islands, and if you lift quarterback on a blitz, then you're going to get burned.
Because they're efficient on defense, they up. So like you're gonna in certain situations you're gonna go zone and you're gonna go packages. How about we blitz? How about we come from all kinds of ways? Let's come from let's come from the gap, something different a little bit, and then just be almost erratic. Because then you
don't know where it's coming from. You basically look like you're gonna blow out of the blitz, do zone blitzes from corners outside.
Right.
You're gonna have to like that. Not. I mean, I don't know what
because you can do a corner blitz. You saw Pittsburgh a lot too. You had a safety like Palomalo in it. So that's the issue. Can your safety, your corners got to run a blitz?
Right.
I think that might be is like just personnel. Sometimes of personnel, but
number one safety,
and that kind of goes to my point.
They don't have the depth. They lose number one, you're number two, and
right.
Take that. And I see that aspect, especially the safety aspect of that. Like they lose guys, and the next guy come on. They're not even,
that's a testament to the I mean, let's be honest.
It's just drafting some pretty decent with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's everybody's buying to this. That all these guys are in the league for, so you just got to have continuity. Talked about it before. All these teams that do really well, teams that have been together with the coaching staff, all that stuff, and they know they kind of have you're kind of looking at continuity here, and I think that's what and you're not since.
Yeah. But you're seeing crazy with the Lions looking at that.
Both all of them guys would have had record nights against Detroit.
Yeah, well that's true. But yeah, look at Green Bay. They've only passed the ball 4 times that first half.
Right.
And it's like
that. What do you game plan? LaFleur is losing his mind.
Well, again, and again, it all goes down to is where was Aaron Rodgers during the offseason? We're learning these receivers' history with them. He didn't want to be bothered with it.
He's doing ayahuasca now. He is lying about it. He's actually pretty calm about it. He's but at this OTAs and all that stuff because of the body. I mean, at his age, and if you want him to be around for a while, you know the guy, but you got to give breaks now to your, the turnover probably should have been in there too. But what I would argue is not necessarily the OTAs, but we all know they do not all that much. Pays for all his guys to go somewhere on the beach, the Bahamas,
right.
and
that's all.
You know what I'm saying?
He needed to do,
and he didn't.
Not doing.
Yes, so he wasn't doing that. So to your point, I don't think A's and all that camps and all that shit.
The things that
yep.
You should be coming in there. All you know is Alan Lazar.
Right. You guys out. You go some good time. You goof around out to the beach. You shoot the shit. You go over play.
You're supposed to get guys together.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We all know they do it, but nobody talks about it.
Over under Brady playing until he's 50 now. Now he's getting
divorced. He better make. I mean, this is blind situation. Man, she's divorcing him because he's got a job. Like I ain't never heard of that. It's like okay, so you don't want him to have a job. That's weird. Okay, say I put in all this time and I waited all this and I want my and then say okay, well. See, this is the contradictory thing. He's mad because she done them in the family all together. So what do you get if you get divorced? Even less. So like, I don't understand pushing that when you already know this year it's pretty small. And if he calls you enough and goes here, I doubt it goes beyond. So we're gonna give up all that for early years for this guy to think about his dream. I thought that's
what he was into. Before.
I mean, what vows did you? I'm not quite sure. Oh, like I don't know. So I get from. I understand what she wants. Deserves it. I get that. But like, why is this should have happened a long time ago when you're not gonna return. Oh, I can't do it. but not you going. Okay, but it's not going to be that many more. You're really willing to get a lot.
I don't understand. I want another championship there. But yeah, I mean, what she's getting into this.
My whole thing is ask if he asked her to stop modeling or whatever and be with the family for her career, and what kind of asshole would he be asking for that?
Right.
Well, she asks for this, and he asshole for the work.
Right.
No. You know that's how it would go down.
For the Tampa Bay on there, if he wants to come back next year, guess what? You divorce on it and say, I don't have that $450 million bank account. That's
I think they will. I think financially they won't do much to each other. I think it's all everything.
Hers, look at his. And
I think it'll be about just the custom thing. So we'll see how it all plays out. In the media, it's going to play out in front of everybody because that's sports is. I feel bad for a guy like that, and I feel bad for him, but I feel bad like all that shit where he's his whole career in a very private individual when it comes to his person. We shall see, but whatever.
You got the craziness. Antonio Bryant. I can tell.
That's weird in the sense of I can do whatever I want, and how you put out no big deal. What's up? Alley-whacker action. Messed up. Life, I guess. I don't know. Then you do crazy things. I don't know. What say? You're not used to having a crazy style, and it gets even crazier when you get money. Just be a crazy person.
Tua gets knocked out on tonight.
Oh, this is a huge step backwards in election protocol, and this is ugly, dude. This is like Tua could be in a situation he may not be able to play. They may never clear him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that guy all the street like. Skills
seizure right there on the field, and just you got it, dude. That's just a concussion. That's brain damage.
It's one of those things where they think of mixed martial arts as being like brutal and all that. Got it right. Like what happened? Like, boxing or any other combat sport like that, or they're taking your head hits or the close fights, they'll stop them, and then you get clear. Other stuff like there's not. But he's good to go.
Immediately under the NFLPA. I mean. No. This guy's got. I mean, what the hell is he even out there playing for? He should not.
Right.
We want him. We'll pick the next one. Yeah. Picking shit.
Yeah, because you couldn't pick your nose. It's crazy.
You got a foot on your guts, you rip your face. That's on him. I mean, that was. Yeah.
Just any reason. That's a wrap. They can't be on the and a value. Obviously, we're able to get around the stupid protocols and.
Yeah.
Because they got around it. They just said it.
Tonight, he said.
Yeah, we're all rigid and whatever. But I'm just saying, it was a back, a major protocol or what progress they thought they were making when concussions. It really felt neglect. It was hard to watch. And yet it's out and has a concussion. It's hit and has another concussion. He calls, something happens, he hits his head or anything happens, and then let heads roll. This is right back to what moves. The play is joke.
No, they don't care.
Give rats ass about player safety.
They don't care. I want my money guaranteed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, absolutely. Yeah, if I get hit or whatever, guess what? I at least got 100% of that money I signed for.
Right.
I get it. And 125 is guaranteed. Good. If I get here, 125 sitting for me. The problem with the NFL getting those players getting sports, that's the one guaranteed money.
And then they got to start looking at this game. And I know you need to be able to stadiums over for concerts and shit but you need to figure out the turf situation. Don't be this bullshit about the turf is not safe. They might as well be playing in the.
Oh God! I mean, and it doesn't matter if it's the field turf. Grass. Most of these guys, unless you're in the field, name me a state has a good grass field. Chicago's terrible. Pittsburgh's terrible.
They need to come. Gotta figure out this turf issue. The helmets. Yes. Every time they seem to helmet, it's. And if they got to walk around with the balls on the top of their fucking heads all the time, then so be it.
Yes.
I don't like.
You can put the puffy shell in a freaking paper.
I don't care what you do. Yeah, I don't care if king crown on it.
I'm on it.
That's what I'm saying. It's about player safety.
That's why you're not going to see, especially linebackers, running back, playing 15 years or more. After that second bit, when they sign that big money contract, most guys are done.
Well, guaranteed money.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm signing 2 contracts.
Right.
My rookie deal and my big money deal. I'm done.
Right, and so I need to get paid.
Right. Not a kicker. I can't. You know what? Kickers can play years. Nobody cares about them. Because do anything except kick the ball, miss. A lot.
Yeah. This year has been crazy. Yeah, it's been a kicker calamity the last couple of weeks. Just like the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I mean, I guess we're only all over the place. don't matter. And so, and we'll get into. I know Philly's only the now, but they're the team to beat. No, and probably not either.
No.
So
The AFC that are way better. So there's a certain team out in the AFC got the benefit now that their first round wasn't playing good, got hurt, and he's done. So they got Jimmy G. They've got the best defensive line.
Now his progressions and reading stuff properly because he's leaving open and leaving plays on the field, and so that's not going to give them the win, the best opportunity to win, but not if he doesn't. You can. There's a blaze they last couple of weeks.
The defensive front
Is that good? Right. So how that all plays out as we go. I think there'll be some upsets to have this week. We'll get our pick'ems good with our. But we'll kind of get NFC in the second half. Baseball. You want to talk there? Full tilt. Their boys got the AL record. They've had a good year. They struggled here at the end of the season, and they correct thing.
Yeah,
early, really far up ahead.
So about that second week in September, ain't all that great. Again, it was starting to get a little scary, and in September they righted the ship. But 99 winner. They won by 7 games on there. Yeah, Houston with 106. But Aaron Judge should be your MVP. I don't hear any crap about Connie. Yeah, I'm not. The Angels are 15.
But puts that vote out there in the ether. Like, I'm not mad, but like you said, let's be real. Like, what did it in the end? What did it really get accomplished? What did it really? Because
not win that division.
Well, yeah, definitely not. I mean, to be honest, it ran up by digits in that division, and at some point, it was crazy. So yeah. I mean, once again, is that a test team is as well? So I mean, there's arguments like I do. I think
it's a flip of the coin.
Yeah.
Draft.
All right.
He spent his.
I think if you're a Houston, unless you're if you're a Houston fan, you want him to go in Houston.
Right.
You want him to go. You want him to retire an Astro and go in as an Astro because he accomplished so much more here than he did there, and or there than he did here. So, but from our standpoint, you're right. Like
he has a season with 5 hit balls.
Right.
39 coming out. This is his second time he came out with a no-hit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's impressed. Him and Scherzer at the same time.
And Scherzer priced.
Yeah.
And you had Miggy, and we couldn't give it. Why? Because we had no bullpen.
Right. Yep, they sacrificed the bullpen and had nothing.
And I think that's pretty much, with him winning, that pretty much seals that he's the best pitcher of this generation.
Best we're seen. Yep.
I mean, yes, we could say Kershaw, but Kershaw isn't the same as just keeps going. Jesus, what the hell? He has.
Well, how many second curls?
Like,
it feels like he could go in
throwing upper 90s.
It just feels like his Detroit career almost 2 steps. If they were 2 steps, I could open.
Yes, he's probably a better pitcher now
for sure
because
he's older. He's got
sure. And basically, I think the pitching half says is, hey, don't worry about your stuff.
Sure.
You give up a home run. We don't, again, so what?
Right.
I'd rather you give a solo shot, and then you give 3.
Well, that's a feast or famine league.
Accordingly on it.
Right.
Don't go right after him.
Yep.
Challenge him every single time.
Yeah, they're going to swing.
He only got 5.
Right.
He's not like he's not, he's a starter and he's got 3. He got 5.
Yeah, just hot that day. He if I got really damaged. That's why he gets them suckers all in one shot. And not too many pitchers even have it, let alone all of them at once. So.
But yeah, kicker is he got a record file. Basically, he's like following Nolan Ryan. Get on the after game, work the bike for an hour and a half after the game. Body core is ungodly. Mechanics are flawed. How thick his legs and everything on there. And again, he looks upright. Yeah, he's not cutting rips.
No.
Their core and basically is you got to drive off that mound, and his mechanics are just flawed.
Well, that's that of all your statements is the key, and he is like methodical about his pitching. It's like just why it will come back when the first time with the. You just didn't think that like making sure he was coming out of that surgery they have where they have the Tommy John or whatever. They'll change up their mechanics trying to compensate, and that's what does them in. I mean, that's what did. Let's be real. That's what did in what's his name, because he couldn't. Because his mechanics
and his motion knew it was just time to blow something out. Right. Because there's a documentary on nowhere and it's on the Ryan on it. And they figured out in his with the Angels 8 miles an hour. And again, saying it for flawless.
Right.
Bad, for that period of 20 plus years, his key was, he goes, I never threw a slider.
Well,
Because that slider, he goes, all that strange slider. He goes, so I had a great curve and fastballs.
I'll make a good analogy. It's not the power when your hit strike surface.
Right.
You get there and even, and then you get that power because it goes so much further if your hitting is really good. You see that thing straight, or so it hooks one way or roll. If you hit that even, then you'll launch that ball, get those 200-yard drives, and it's because they hit that ball so sweet, is so good. And that's what these guys are good that are able to throw at high speed without themselves the pieces. That's kind of no good.
Somebody posted up, but you talk about technique. They said his Aaron Judge on there is he'll probably end up striking out 62 times. His twin only struck out 157 times the entire decade.
Right. It's because it's all swinging away. Everybody's swinging away to get. Nobody's playing the to try to get none of that. There's no bunt. You saw a bunt.
Oh, you don't see bunt.
You're saying like, what is it? You don't let any of that stuff. That's the issue. Be quite it's a different style of play. It's like the evolved, right? This is what
Work out 30 times a season, but he could hit 40 home runs a season and bat 350.
Right.
But he's that rare, that perfect, eye question. He was doing stuff now in his own charts of where pitchers are. He knows exactly where pitchers are keeping track of. Pitches. So he's even there because he walked. As they said.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, this year on that'll bring it a 19 years. Doing it the last weekend by getting swept by Atlanta.
How does that happen? Gomez.
Teams and it was the East.
Unbelievable.
I mean, the bet is just ungodly.
Oh god. That's
Philly Fighters are major plus. In the playoffs, Padres in the playoffs, St. Louis is in the playoffs. On there, I think right now is. I think it's going to be between us going for the National League. I don't want to bet against it now.
I wouldn't.
I mean, it's good playing on there. I do not want to be playing the Braves. I don't know if I want to be playing the Astros right now.
I certainly don't want to play the Astros.
Jack and everybody else.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to be playing them.
Pitching is the killer in the man. It's like, I don't want no part of that. So, yeah, that'd be an interesting playoff. I'm not baseball a little bit more like the name treats hockey. Get more geared up towards the play. The regular season there's so many games, but that should be pretty interesting. So, I'll probably I'm going to be honest with you. It lends itself well to radio.
Yes.
And I like to do things and be more active.
It's on the radio.
And,
You have a Saturday, Sunday afternoon.
Oh man,
it's on. Working in the
right.
Working in the garage. You get to smoke a beer and it's on.
It's
always in the background.
Yep. So I'll be doing that.
I need to see. Oh crap! I missed. I'm looking at, but
no, yeah, it just depends on how you consume it. I don't mind listening, but at some point I want to get out real quick. The beautiful thing about devices is you can have like a screen go. So in my house, I've got my iPads, and I can just go in the yard and doing whatever, running through the speakers out there, and on the phones I can run over there and take a quick look at it and go and see the play, and it's already play or whatever. So I can get away with that, but I'd much rather watch the game. But baseball, I like the game on the radio, I'll do whatever the whole time, and I'll check out the physical TV highlights after because baseball, just the speed goes and all the sounds of if you have a good team. It's just the radio for some reason.
Well,
Sure, Ernie Harwell was. God rest his soul, one of the best ever.
Especially in that period where I was a kid, and it was Paul Carey.
Well, his voice was my life up in the way. Long before I was even born, and he was life, and so it's just weird. So yeah, and he was good. We're lucky. There's a handful of markets that play. Yeah.
Vince Scully is God.
Yeah.
We used to have a really good one with Jim Frisco.
All right.
Play-by-play guy. But yeah, I mean, you look at
they become the childhood, right?
But with St. Louis, and again, you can claim hard. Your old-time Cubs fans don't even acknowledge Harry Carey.
Right.
He's the staple there. Cows.
Right.
And then you can go backside with that white trash.
You can go way back here and all these guys.
Bob, you see him on the play-by-play commercials.
But no,
Brewers game, he's good.
Yeah, no, he's good.
In some good ones on there, Skinner with the break. He slapped. Jeez, these guys are fucking the White Sox announcing crew now. Oh God, they're terrible. They're hammered on.
Yeah. Well, the guy in all the Yankees game about to go.
Yes.
but
the Yankees,
he can't even tell when they're the market.
And then like the John was like, and again was one of those on there. Number 2. We just had that on there. And there's also Keith Olbermann. John made an introduction on tape CD file for Tony Gwynn, and he gave it to Gwynn. And Gwynn goes fast. He goes, and I was like, hey, he goes, oh yeah. He goes, that's Tony just thought it was the thing ever. But that's one of those again, and he hate life.
Yeah,
I mean, there was one of those guys who just loved the game of baseball.
Right.
You want to talk? I'll talk baseball all day long. Ted Williams, and Ted's like, no, you come in.
Right.
This was one of those guys. I'll get some of these guys, but it's a little bit nationally again. Probably Goldschmidt. It could be Freeman on here, but I think it's gonna be good with that. Freddie Freeman with Atlanta, and then he signs a big contract with Dodgers. Yeah, I mean there was some other Cleveland win 92 teams. Smoking. I mean again, huh?
That's baseball, as they say. But that's why I kind of wait the playoffs.
Francona should be making league matter there. That team.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
well, we'll see about getting into it. But we got playoffs starting. Got Toronto facing Seattle.
Let's say they got the schedule out or what?
I'm
not sure because
I have no for the wild card.
Because they have an extra wild. They have the
Race paid Guardians. Guardians host if it goes 3 games, 3. Padres bring the Mets and host the Cardinals, and then we go from there. So it's gonna be. Oh shoot! Defense is good.
That's what I'm saying. I said.
Again, Rays are the Rays. Guardians are playing outstanding. Basically fall apart because they didn't win. On be just like screw it. We didn't win the East, and then they could get beat by the Padres or beat the Phillies. But I think all 3 of them may go all 3 games.
Yeah.
These are going to be good series.
Yeah, I think they were too. I think
so. The guy, the fan on there, basically, he says, "I'm keeping the damn ball for Aaron Judge on there," and an auction house has offered him $2 million.
What? I'm getting my $2 million.
He's got his on there. He's got 2 new boards. The money would come in handy right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not giving it away. I'm out. He get in the glove and just like, oh my God. It's like, oh, you're going to give it away? No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I ain't giving shit away.
I want my meat.
Hell yeah. If you're lucky enough to be, yeah, can
you pay the man his money.
Don't let an opportunity let you buy it, man.
No.
I mean, it's not you're knocking over a little foul ball off some nobody. So I dig it. But anyway, so yeah, we got. Did you see Zion?
Yeah, it looks lean.
Cow, dude looks.
Basically, that's all we see do forever.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. If he would just lean down a little bit, and a big guy, but man, he looks like he's got speed power and.
Yeah.
He says he feels he knows it's good on that and all that. Then, and he's ready to go. Let's be interesting.
Since Jaden Ivey looked awesome.
It's good too. My friend of mine went to the open practice, and they said he looked really good. So
fast.
Yeah,
explosive.
amazing. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a good cut to Cade, right? Because not.
And Durham had for Bogdanovich.
Right.
And we gave up thing.
Right. How did that happen?
He's a damn magician. It's just like he's made these trades and going, give him
right.
Nothing. But the problem is the East is so freaking.
Oh,
they end up winning 45 games and be a play into. But don't get in if they get to 40. Trust me, this couple of years down, you're not going to want to play.
You had the Teal Pistons where you had Steph and you had Grant. He weren't necessarily yet, but they were to watch. And it's all flat, right.
Again, they had a great question on there. What is a player in a scenario that you would love if he never got injured? What kind of career?
Oh, it's definitely
Grant Hill was up there.
Grant
Hill, man. Imagine if he.
Yeah, I want to know because the way he played the game, he brought all new. Yeah, he would have been a version of Jordan where he would have done what he wanted. He'd have had his own. Jordan kind of just got his shot whenever he wanted his own, anytime against anybody. And I think Grant could have been that. He would have looked different than he'd done similar things in that respect. So, but.
Ron had his top 5 Lakers center versus Kareem.
Nice.
It's like, of course, I got to argue with work. Well, yeah, center than Kareem. Like, he was only with the Lakers 5 fucking years, and you're saying he's better than? Oh yeah, how many titles did he win? He won 3 with like 5. I mean, again, I'm like, what the hell, man? And he has he had Kobe on there, but he didn't even have Magic on there. Like, what the hell, dude? Your ability. He had Kobe running the point. He's the anti-point because the ball got to him. He dished it back.
Really?
And then the same guys are like, well, Kobe's a point Jordan. And again, that's a 3-point because he didn't use a 3-point really during the first decade of his career.
Right.
So he still averaged 7% from 3-point, whereas Kobe was 32.9%. And he took more. You look at when Jordan took more shots, his percentage went up.
Right.
He was at 40% from 3-point line. So again, what you're saying, Jordan and everybody else.
It is. It's Jordan and everybody else.
Name any Hall of Fame centers that Kareem went against. I'm like, he goes, Will Chamberlain, Bob Lanier, Wes Bill Walton.
Yeah, the list goes on.
Ralph Sampson, Robert Parrish.
Yeah, you're not on cats. See, that's why I have you on the. That's why you're the host, Mister. You're the encyclopedia.
You were Kareem played this last year. You have no say in this. I read all of those on that. Kareem was the best center with his period.
No, it is what it is, baby. I agree.
Wilt was probably at the. I think Wilt be a freak still because his regiment would be better. His nutrition would be better. He was a physical freak. He's smoking on the bench.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. Yeah. No, he was.
And you don't understand is played 3 different sports.
Sure.
He played volleyball. He was an all-in, and he also ran college. He was a high jumper, distance runner. So again, you don't understand. Shaq is the
yeah, sure, but that's
Kareem of 20 years.
Yeah, there it is. All right, well, we got pick'ems, we got college football, fantasy moment, we got quite a bit aside. So, quick break in here.
Yes, we back in just 15.
Radio.
Party people, this is the original Doc Ice, and you are definitely Studio 57. Studio 57, then you're radio on. Check that.
You're listening to 7 Radio, your underground hip hop rapping studio radio.
Hey, Scrappy here to tell you about That Radio Show. Break down the world of entertainment with guest celebrity interviews, awesome games. Also, we've got the biggest library of underground hip-hop of any station. Stand-up comedy and a so your voice can be heard. And you got a pretty good little controlled programming. Yeah, you listener-controlled programming where you get on the air, and now you've got the greatest show ever created. So join my show, you'll show That Radio Show, each week 7 Eastern Time, only Yo 50 Radio.
Hey everybody, this is your boy Big Tattoos. As this place is the cleanest, most laid-back Trey, and the artists are top-notch. And if you like that at D-Day, English Steve, $20. Not interested in tattoos? Mark for Life does bodies. Mark for Life is located at 225 Van Dyke, Warren. And the guy that week from Union 57 2222. That's 22. Tell them Studio 57 20%. What are you waiting for?
It's all state thing between you and the road is tires. So don't put your safety in just anybody's hand. All stay with new and quality used tires available and trust all your needs. You can visit at 142 Warren or give them a call at 587759. All your source for used tires.
Love and Life Club. Love and Life is located at 60 James Cousins. That's the Lodge service drive between 7 and 8 Mile Road in the Deep. And for $5 Fridays for great music, food, and I personally recommend the chicken. Love and Life Club is all for rental for bachelor parties, wedding, reception, or any party for that matter. For more information, www.loveandlifeclub.com. That's love.com. Or call 313-824. That's 313-928-24. That's love if you love it.
Taking over the
Studio 57 Radio original. That sound, you're gonna have a good time. That's the sound of the ultimate live concert webcast from area. Most, what should I say, infamous venues in the underground. From the streets to your computer like nobody else can. Because you never know when and where the ultimate underground is gonna. So you need to stay tuned to Studio 50 all day, every day, for clue where next ultimate underground may happen. There's no other station on the net that's gonna give live webcast of some of the hot. That's the ultimate underground live on your home Hello, Studio 57, man.
Goodbye.
You get what Studio 50 serving streets of the D. Recording or great beats. We do out on the streets. What you want, cause we got one serving streets of the D. Recording, mixing, mix. We do they keep you hot on the street. 32-track digital recording studio. Cool Edit, Logic Pro, Shure, AKG, Korg, Mackie, Boss, Ibanez, many more to make your music pop. Experience make Studio 57 feel like your home of creation, mixing, mastering, and DJ. Studio 57 Records is your one-stop shop for all your music. We have online bill, flexible payments, studio for this com. That's www.studio57recordz. Call us at 582-3390. That's 58420-3390 or 7 Records. Thing, baby. Here we got what you need. Studio 57 serving streets of the D. We on the street top Steve. Recording, mixing, mastering on great beats. We do to keep you hot on the streets.
My people, this is the original Doc, and you are listening to 57 Radio. Is it on? Then you're really on. Check that.
You're listening to Studio 57, your home. Studio 57 Radio.
Welcome all to the circus that is Detroit Rolls. Hour one, we talked a little bit around. We talked a little bit of such, and now we've got some college football action we can get in. And whatever you guys want, man, text line it. So I'm about to get now. So don't hate, I'm beautiful. That's okay. I'll get the line up. We'll get that thing rolling, and we want to hear from you. Come on now, us that special. We got a moment. So without further ado, let's do this. To I am Scrappy, and here is Johnny the Moose.
Hey, we're back. Wednesdays here in Michigan.
Yes.
So got here lots here to talk about on there. In case you missed it, we talked about all sorts about baseball, believe it or not, some NBA action on there in the first half on there, and just what's going on in the world.
And I made it go.
Yes,
over.
Yes. There we go. So we got some NFL action, some NCAA football. Yep, college football last week.
That's just it hasn't quite
gotten there yet. I mean, we did there. We have Missouri almost bowls. Oklahoma shows that they're a fraud. They got their TCU. Wisconsin fired their coach, Paul Christ. They as well, so they fired him on there. To his Michigan State defense is full.
Oh my goodness,
they are dreadful.
It's so
and it's
bad.
only going to get because why you're going to Ohio State coming in.
Yuck. Look.
Ohio State. Ryan Day is up 49-10. Fake up punt in the fourth. Again, Ryan almost with the ball. It's like, what the fuck?
I just don't. I just don't even. You're not. Your defense is like that. You're going to get Ohio State. Yuck. I'm confident in Michigan, but I think like a lot of teams, we're going to find out when they start playing competition.
Yeah, I mean, we learned a little bit about Michigan on there. Iowa's offense is Cam Whorehouse on there.
Right.
Did have the number one scoring defense.
Right.
And overall, was it a fun win? Was it? No. It was methodical. It was. They didn't make mistakes on the field and did what they had to do to win. He's downfield, down one of them. The other one he missed by literally 3 inches. I mean, it was that close on there. But the defense did its job on there. So we'll learn more about on that. Yeah. Ohio State, I still don't know what to make. Looking good, okay. Defense is sucked.
All right.
I still don't. Again, yeah, they only gave up 10 points of records, but it is really on there. Bryce Young is banged up a little bit. Just practicing. If I'm him, I don't know. If I'm Bryce Young, I say, you know what? I can't play this because, dude, they don't know about you.
All right.
You're either going to be top or you can after this year. I don't know about that. We look at some of the things on there. It was end up losing the lead. Then they got to play Bama. The little Fisher's on the hot seat a little bit, and it's College Station there. That Kentucky quarterback, he had his fingers looked like boogers.
His all Jake crazy.
It was like going this way.
Yeah, 95-degree on it.
On there. Best game of the day probably was Clemson. Great game to watch. This Kentucky was a good game to watch out there. Well, now, other than frat boys don't like each other because the frat house has gotten a brand. So, someone is there.
Yes.
We got that. USC again. We don't know because again they're playing the Pac-12. We don't know who they are.
All right.
Right now, I thought Minnesota might win the West. Now it's not here. I think Purdue can make a run for it. Minnesota can do it. Iowa can do it. Illinois make a run here. Theirs too.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Once again, we're gonna see how it starts playing what's in top flight. But with like so close to upsets, I'm like there's one that's gonna happen here. We're gonna have 2 drops, so to speak, and it's gonna shift. So, but right now, it's the usual sucks.
There's a pretty good games. Yeah. TCU, Kansas. Kansas is being 5-0. TCU 4-0.
Right.
That was the last time Kansas was.
I don't know.
It's got to be a better part.
Yeah. Well, we just about how bad
Kansas.
It's always kind of.
So you got that there. We got Tennessee, LSU might be a pretty decent game. Utah, UCLA gonna be a good game. There's a pretty. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty on there. We'll see. Alabama's a 24-point over A&M. Yeah, we'll see on that one. It's interesting on there, but it's going to be fun to watch college football. State is playing Ohio State. It's points on there. Ohio State is up on them.
You probably.
I mean, they put 59 last year, and that's even worse.
Sure. 3-1-3-7-53-40 coming up. So if you got some upsets in your pickups, we want to before we get to that segment, we'll give you a shout out here, and ever anyone want to ask or any kind of direction you want to go, now's your chance to kind of steer a little bit here as we roll forward. 313-307-5340 is the tech line, of course, social media, Studio 57 Radio across the board, and I'll be kind of checking through some of that stuff. Yeah, Moose, I'm excited to see how things pan out for Michigan and for some of these other teams, especially the Big Ten here where we're at. I mean, it seems to be SEC country. It's just jammed down your throats constantly. So, but I'm kind of curious how it's going to play out. But in the end, it's all going to be for naught because I think this is all going to change up pretty quick.
Yeah.
I think, within the next year or two, this is all going to be different anyway.
Yeah, you're going to see change on there. I know the Big Ten on there, they're saying it's down. I mean, there are 3 decent teams in the Big Ten. You got Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State, and all 3 are in the top, I think, ranking wise. So, but you're seeing things change on there with the portal and everything else on cats, just with it. So we'll see more happens on there. I think coaches now are basically they're on hot seats and everything with it. So you're going to start seeing guys under a lot of guys getting canned.
Yeah,
they're not waiting. They're not waiting until it's over.
Yeah.
They're like, we're done.
Yeah, it feels like it. At least that's everybody's been on their leash. It feels like it.
I mean, Scott Frost was there, but Paul Chris was kind of out of the way.
Well,
he has won pretty well on there. And again, be careful what you wish for. 9 wins aren't good enough in Nebraska. Remember 9 when they had Bo Pelini. Really didn't go elsewhere on there. And now you can't win.
That ain't enough.
No.
10 wins wasn't good. And then we went through the Rod era.
It was a disaster.
We would have been happy to take wins at that point. We'd be take 10 wins up until recent. Now we expect more, but I mean, God.
If you look at the schedule, it's probably going to go 11-0 going into State.
I hope so.
If Ohio State goes undefeated, gets the game.
Oh, that's the game again.
And if it's
it's been since that game.
It could come down. So you have Michigan, Ohio State. If all those undefeated, and it's a good game, you may have 4 banners again.
Yeah. Matchups.
Yeah.
Ooh.
God, sexy.
That could be fun.
We got a little bit of NFL action on there. The started in the Steelers. It didn't because they still lost to the Jets. I told you, I called it.
Well, this is the thing. It's he throws it because that's what happened. Lived up to his name, motherfucker. He 3 interceptions in life. So,
they're already like toast in Carolina. That rule's going to get fair. So now working out the worky as they're
running out of quarterbacks.
Yes.
There's a national shortage on quarterback, yet Kaepernick doesn't have a job. I'm just pointing that.
Brian Lewerke doesn't have a job. You can't tell me Brian Lewerke is better than Colin Kaepernick. Even on he's still a third as good as
I know.
We look at Titans. Colts. I mean. Now you got Jonathan Dupp. Terrible. Every aspect. They're supposed to have a great offensive play. They're supposed to have a good defense. The defense is playing like garbage. Matt Ryan is playing like garbage.
You knew Matt Ryan would struggle. We figured he'd be better because I have the great offensive
line. Jonathan Taylor has done fucking nothing.
And
trust me.
He could have been, he could be an Alex Smith type of back here in the end of his career with the setup and it's running for
his 60-yarder to tie it up on there.
That's dude. These kickers this year, man, are horrible.
Big on them back and win that one. Again, game of the week.
Yeah, it's game of the week just because it didn't really mean anything.
It was entertaining. I mean,
The Lions did the Lions too, but they put a lot of points on the board. They point on the their defense just the most poor.
it's like,
But Russ, right?
but
But
the
all
Raiders,
he's serving up is top Raymond or whatever.
yes. Instant round. Baby.
Yeah, that's all. They're 79.
Jaguars are up 14-0 against an 1.1. It's been crazy.
Yeah, horrible.
Packers needed overtime to beat their string on there because you had Brian Egan with on there. I mean, it's just like holy crap.
Yeah, this league is set up for offense, and all these teams normally go off and then like the Lions over here chuck it, and I can't.
I mean, if we just had a serviceable defense,
and he knows half these guys, and
no
one off to play. Myself included.
He's lead touchdown passes.
He might be,
but
the problem with some of these wins. You need to still out.
All losses they could have won.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were behind though. They could have won, but it just feels
we're winning the most of the game.
That one they could have won. That one they should.
I think they could have won on the Seahawks. They just had a service. I'll give them the Philly. Now Philly's 4-0 on there, so yes, lost on there. But yeah,
they could have definitely won that game.
They should have won.
You can't off that lead up. I mean, I don't know. It's due. But we've got pick'ems this last bad we got some this week. Recap on here. It's all about now. Wow.
So your week fantasy on it, you're sitting at 2-1-3. My season sucks. I Jonathan Taylor first on there, and he's the thing. What the hell am I gonna do? I got started. And again, we're looking at matchups. What are the best matchups for you? So we'll get into that. This week, if you're looking for a quarterback on there, yes, you've got. Teddy Two Gloves starting this week for Miami, and guess what? He gets the place. He gets the Jets, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
he does them both. We saw what they're doing. They got me up 45 points to the damn Lions, like third stringers. Likewise, you might be looking at everything. Heiko from Kansas City he's up as the number 2 running back. Looks like he's can do everything with it, so definitely like that. Receiver wise on there. I'm going to have to go with the hot hand there because we don't know who's going to play for the Lions, so we're going to go with Josh Reynolds for Detroit there on there. I think 100 yards last week on there, so again, they played New England on there. New England's defense is nothing great, so I like that. Nico Collins starting to come out of the fold there in Houston, like him this week, and Tyler Jones definitely with Cincinnati there. I like them. With it, and then tight ends wise, we got Dallas Knox and Thomas. And I'm not even talking kickers because who knows who the kicker is. We got to pick a guy off there. You can get Eddie Murray and he's starting job still.
They're all so bad.
They're all terrible. Defense wise, week is Minnesota. A lot of leagues on there, so definitely like them. They're playing the Bears.
And the Bears.
Jacksonville. They're playing Houston and like the Commanders. So
there you go.
There you go with your fantasy.
All right, not
5.
That's not horrible. That's not horrible.
Bad.
Now we upsets. We had a couple of different ones that we had.
Was obviously I had the difference in me over the Jets. I had the Jets on that one.
If it would have went down,
yeah,
I did.
Yeah, you had a lot of decent on there. So there was a couple we had difference in, like the ones we had first.
We split. Yeah.
So yeah, we did pretty well on there, and that was a week from hell where nobody had
murdered. Yeah,
we said before then and back we've done so good.
We'll get back into it for this week.
All right.
Line them up so we can knock down Moose.
Okay, we got a Thursday night game, and it's a game that we got Indy playing at Denver. It's a 2.5 point favorite at home.
We're not good about it. I'm gonna take Denver.
I would not bet high on there, but I like Indy.
Yep. But yeah, don't put any money on that game. Sure. Holy, you should get 3 points just
from Amazon. They have to watch it. On
yeah, if I gotta watch it, yeah, maybe some like bonus likes or something. They should like
swipes or something.
Exactly.
All right, Sunday our game.
Oh jeez, here we
go. There's 8 of them there.
Wow.
So we got the New York Football Giants on the road to Green Bay at 4 or is a 7.5 point Giants quarterback.
Who knows?
We know it's that time. So
yeah, that's it's gonna be.
Doesn't matter.
I don't think it does. They're a mess. They're a mess. The little smoke and mirrors early in the season.
It's not. I mean, other than
it's not going to be a good game because time change and everything. It's going to be kind of sloppy, but Green Bay will win it.
Yes, Green Bay will win that one.
Yeah.
All right, so we got clock games. Pittsburgh Face the Bill and Pittsburgh.
Oh,
13.5 dogs.
Yeah, that's about right, man. I don't like.
It's not good, and their offense is terrible for Pittsburgh.
We went on about and not well out there, make his mistakes, do his thing.
They don't have an easy schedule for like the next
Right.
6 weeks.
So hopefully, all those bumps in the road. I hope he learned a lot against the Jets because he gonna need it.
Yes.
Because there ain't no way he gets out of Buffalo with a win. Let's just hope with his dignity. You know what I mean? Jesus.
I mean, they had 10 seconds. The Rams, they're going to have 10 seconds. All right, got another 1 o'clock game. We got the Chargers going out east. They face 2.5-point favorite.
It's Cleveland next. They are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And fan base that deserves ass handle.
Yeah. No problem. It's Cleveland. I like San Diego too in this, but it's
LA.
Yeah, so used to that. But I don't know. It seems like the way this might have an upset on it, but I do have an upset in my mind, so we'll get it.
We'll go. All right, the next game, 1 o'clock. I'll go to Memphis on the Vikings under. They're a 7.5 point.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it is half on that one. Give me.
Yeah, so they should put it to them. I would expect it to be 10 more. The Bears can't handle. Will they ever have a quarterback? It'll just never happen.
Never happened.
That's the worst.
It's on there. So we on there. Right, got another one. Goes to New England, Detroit. It's 2.5.
Yeah, I got the dog.
Billy Zapp, the New Patriots.
I got the one, man.
I got Detroit too.
I got the dog in this one, man.
There's a battle. If there's a team that the line want to beat, it's Patricia.
Yeah. The thing is I just look at who they're what they got going on there. I mean, I don't know.
You basically
don't have anybody. They don't like. We should be able to outrun them in this one.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be too hard. They won't be able to keep up with us. And so I'll take Detroit in this one.
All right, the next game, 1 o'clock on there. We got Seattle on the road. There's obviously maybe they stayed there. They're playing New Orleans this week on there. They're a 4.5 point dog. Even though that it is Andy Dalton and Jameis, I think Kamara's back this week on there. Seattle's defense is in their triple defense in New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not sure making everybody else.
Yes. So we got the next 1 o'clock. Miami on the road. They're Jets. They're 3.5 point dome.
Yeah, I kind of see that. I could see the two gloves fitting into this system fine and playing just fine. So.
You got Miami?
Yeah, I got my
Jets.
You got the Jets.
I got the All right, so we got Atlanta on the road near another 1 o'clock day to face the Buccaneers. Not been a good week for Brady. They ended up losing to Kansas City and talking to the divorce attorney. I want to be Atlanta this week. I think Tampa Bay on there. Brady's going to call.
Absolutely. He's been going through. He loves to have a chip on his shoulder any week and one.
You need a bigger chip on your shoulder. Than, I want it.
Yeah, so he's going to. And after the whole Mahomes debacle, just the past week, he's going to take and then some on Atlanta. You know, the Atlanta fans, just stay home just that day.
All right. Against the Washington Commanders on this one. Tennessee coming off a night. Washington's just been a train.
Yeah, I don't expect that to change.
I think Washington wins this. Will not buy into Tennessee's doing.
And that's the problem. Tennessee in this. Yeah, I am mad at you for taking Washington because, like I said, this is like. I have confidence in either.
We know what Tennessee said. They can't throw the ball because we got 1.5 point dog to the Jaguars. Yeah.
Yeah.
The record doesn't show played a lot better this season on that. I like the Jaguars this one on that.
We talk about
again. What is it? It's coaching.
Yeah. Yep. It's coaching and taking advantage of their.
Did well in the draft and getting a couple of defensive players. We're getting Devin Lloyd. You get the defensive end from Georgia. Yeah. All right. So we got first of the four Frisco to Carolina. I can't believe Frisco is only a 3-face Carolina. This one, Frisco.
Yeah. See, I think there's on about Jimmy play. That's why that's in the. That point, but
the defense alone, I mean,
that thing I would expect points to come from the defense. To be quite honest,
Baker's going to throw a pick six.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think, but I reason that line is so tight. Jimmy G's been playing. He's been leaving plays out on the field. He's been leaving wide open and not making good ones. So I think that's tighter. Even though, like you said, the defense alone, and if they. Shanahan knows what he's doing. Jimmy phase to move the ball around and downfield. Yeah, so I think Francisco.
All right, so you got $25 is on the other going to LA. Rams are a 10-point favorite on this one. Rams are pretty decent on there, coming off a win. I think Cooper Rush finally gets it. He's undefeated going in there. He gets his luck. Rams coming back on this one. I think defense-wise is they're going to put some on Cooper and get this on.
I want to take Dallas in the situation. Brings a neat little story, but like you see, it comes back to level. I think perfect if this all plays out that way. The index how it works out good for Dallas. They without Whitkid and that's more than that. So. and no matter what happens. But I'm with you. I don't. They can overcome this time.
All right, so we got the last of the 425 games on there. Philly's 5, and Philly is undefeated, and they're going to remain undefeated because I think Philly beat out of Arizona.
Arizona happened to Arizona. Holy cow!
They're over,
but
they got old. I mean, basically, it's old.
That's what happened now. It's going to happen this year. It's going to happen next year. It's going to happen this time. It'll happen sure. And it just never did it.
They got rid of, I mean, yeah, they made someone going, what the hell are you thinking on there? Letting Riddick go on there to JJ Watt. That's great. You know, maybe 10 years ago.
All right.
And I mean, there's not that great, and he's not that good of a coach on there. I got Philly winning this one. Yep. All right, we got the Sunday night game, Cincinnati against Baltimore. We got division rival. City is a 2.5-point dog on the road.
It's going to be a mauling. I just always feel like teams just violent. Like maul, I say by the mauling. I don't think it'll be one team or the other has to be. It's just going to be a brutal attempt of football. Baltimore needs
defense has not done anything on there.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson, nobody's done anything.
No. Is this Burrows taking it? And
yes.
Yeah, I
think JoJo does it. A dog on it. So there's the. All right, we got Monday night with the Raiders going to Kansas City. Raiders are 6.5 ball. Yeah.
You're going where?
Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you beat them a couple ago, but you're not beating them now.
See the way Mahomes. Well, this guy is ridiculous. I mean, the kid's field vision, athleticism, his positioning, where else is at, where he's at, I mean, this guy is just absolutely. He's at the top of his game right now, and I know Tyreek Hill would be. You know, you don't get better by losing a guy, the fastest guy in the end, but for him to be able to kind of ad lib and for different things because he's not got it down to Tyreek so much. It's relent to some damn entertaining ball, man. He's just fun to watch, and I don't think
no,
he's just absolutely light him up if you're a fan. But Mahomes is, to me, until long term to beat right now.
Yeah,
the way Mahomes plays, other guys involved.
Hey, you have to play caller for
the way we got going on there, their little synergies on the and whatever little, that's all. And these guys, they're firing on all cylinders, man. And it's out as the season goes forward, but I really think that to beat.
Yeah,
we went to expect us to lose, but that's good. That's good. So what do you think is going to be the game we got?
For the pros on there,
must see TV this weekend. I want the pros.
Baltimore.
Yeah, it's going to be the
because I think it might be your game of the week. They just hate each other's guts.
I love that. That's why I'm just.
I think that's there's your I think that is your NFL game of the week.
That would be another one, and then
tomorrow night.
Okay, they do start
tomorrow or
night.
Friday.
Okay, all right. So we'll get into that too.
We'll get into that. Our pickups of the first round there, but for college football on there, game of the week. I think it's gonna TCU.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
I think that might be better. If not that one, UCLA, I think could be a good match.
UCLA is fired up. The fan base is pumped.
Yeah,
UCLA,
I mean, this base is starting to play. Your 2 games of the week on there. With there, I'd like to. What is not the game of the week is Michigan State and Ohio.
Yeah. So MLB, the playoffs are starting this week.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we got here.
So the first round on there, the Rays face the Guardians.
Oof.
All 3 games at Cleveland.
Okay.
86-76, Guardians 792-70. I say to wait a half. I got Cleveland wins that one.
I'm with you too, just because sometimes when it's all about healthy and playing well at certain times in baseball in the first segments. I agree with you on that one too.
All right, so then we've got Philly and Carlson Friday. Actually, we got games. 12-7 games. The first game with Cleveland.
Wow.
2-7 start for Philly. 7 start Mariners and Blue Jays. And then Friday night we got Padres.
Holy cow!
We got the quad.
Wow.
Cardinals, Phillies regular season 87. Cardinals are 93. As we keep saying, this will be the year the Cardinals fall apart. Nope.
They never do. They always seem to just consistency over and over.
We got that. The Jays on this one. Jays favorite on this. I like the Mariners.
Yeah, I don't enough. I think
They're real good, 90, 70, so they're right there.
Yeah, Jays this year, so that way. Things where it's a toss, it's a flip coin here, Moose.
This might be a great. This is serious,
and that was getting to. So we're gonna talk about. I think that matchup is the one.
And then we got Padres and the Mets on.
Well, you've seen what's happened to that.
Either they're gonna come out a gang, or they're just gonna. I still gotta go with the Mets. They sure you got Jake DeGrom got better opinion at. I gotta still go with the Mets.
Go with the Mets way they've. Fall apart here at the end, and kind of what I was saying earlier, but we talked about quickly even the bullpen. So yeah, plays out, but I'm sorry.
And the bullpen and D out for the Mets all season. That I mean, you talk about it. It's an crowd getting nuts when they bring out down there and they they're playing Narcos on their trumpet. I mean, dude, that's awesome. When he comes out there and he's playing the trumpet loud, it's just like. Yeah, dude, you haven't seen those come out like that. It's out with the Enter Sandman.
Yeah, right.
Come on, you're toast.
That's good. No, me, I love the showmanship. Entertain me, so I'm all about it. Yeah, I agree. I think that that's they've lies in the what I said earlier. But sometimes weird.
Tatis suspended for the PEDs. I'd almost say I root for down here, but again, Tatis is out. I got to go with Mets.
Yep, absolutely. So anyway, I didn't tell you though, Moose. As I made my reference, I played first time a few weeks ago. I did okay. Right. I can't believe it. It's super work event, and went to Glenn or whatever in Troy.
Yeah,
So embarrassed myself completely. So it's all good. But
what, Luchasaurus go heel?
Yes. Like they teased it and he really is now. So they did that. They because of injury here, they kind of changed things up a little bit. That's how they will sort you. And then Christian, when he healed up with Jack Perry, that's what's his name's kid. So he's gonna wrestle his Formosaurus, I'm sure, and then I'll have that feud. Christian's all healed up. They'll feud too, because Christian got probably long-term storytelling in this company, so they don't care how long it takes. But it's gonna go, and I kind of like that. They've got enough talent there that they can do that. It's one of those things where, though, it messes with you. Cause, like, the next week you want to see something about your favorite, make a big segment a couple weeks before you're something on what I'm following. It's like a soap opera, right? Where there's like 18 storylines. But I had another show and sold out crowd, and I was the guys go, and everybody killed it. To be quite honest, the band base coming out, and I'm gonna promote the shit out of it and annoy the hell out of you guys with right now. It's kind of a thing. So we've been a family who is law members who are part of the family, our IWE family, and planned, and we're gonna great memorial show. And be super part of it is that we'll be raising money for to fight against. We got a shelter up, and so it'll help her all of that. Really great cause. Details up, and I'll tell you about it when but it just kind of all down over the days, and of course, like I said, we just our last show, so that's how quick things move. The next show, but it's a great opportunity for the area. Come down, pay nothing. But we're gonna have it's like the bucket map. It'll be donation for a battered shelter, and it'll be for and there and some other stuff for definitely everybody that if you're in the area that come on through. It's important to you. Come up with another way for you to donate if you want, but that I'll do in the next coming that we're working on. Always check out IWE.com at the High Spots Wrestling. Is the YouTube channel. We're in like 22 states, different affiliates. You can check your local listing to iwegladiators.com and see where you can check your neighborhood as well. Different social media platforms that are out there. Moose just go out at the Foaling Warehouse and getting another one of those in the mix. I think in a couple of episodes here, a couple of weeks, to different equipment, and we're gonna see if it rolls and plays out. We're even more compact than we were last time. And then hopefully we don't have some of the Wi-Fi issues as well. So, so that's all coming down the. Got some software to record some recorded podcasts at the studio radio. So make sure you check that out. We put new stuff. Belts page. We got some sales. We got tons of stuff There's belt Moose. If you look over the wall, those are just the belts that are available on JWBelts.com. Look, the championship. There's a big wing deal. There's a little big goes to the whole IWE triple AWA. There's a hardcore. There's an NWA little belt on the top up there. Are on sale. We've got T-shirts on sale. We've got custom belts, leathers. We goes on off and a few custom champion. And we're doing that too. I've been working on designs. Got a couple of them. One in Chicago.
Awesome.
Pretty cool. Another for a wrestling company for their title. So I'm working on that. And then, of course, a couple of AN versus Michigan State Championship. And, well, we think we know how that'll turn. But I'm not trying to be. But it's an interview with Michigan. Yeah. So I'm going to do a little custom for them. So I got a few belts going. Bring some more in. So JWBelts.com. Go ahead. Check out the sales going on. And if you get triple minis, you get not on the website. If you get the triple, you get 10%. You get a display stand each one, and then you get a limited gold point championship. It's a gold coin. You go to Triple Crown purchasers, 3 at once. Those are even more because there's and AWAs around if you need them. Check it out, JWBelts.com. Anything exciting going on with you this weekend, Moose?
No, not this weekend.
You chill.
We're chilling on it.
You get ready stuff maybe?
We got some of the hot
ours out this weekend.
Got a light ordered on our new. It actually has 2 plugs with a GI already in the light.
Nice.
We don't have an exterior.
Exterior
Spacey mounted that run in. Girls are doing a fundraiser, so they have their all night party.
Oh.
Parking lots.
Oh.
Or basically is their spots, so they're on there and they get the painted. So
yeah, see that at schools, yeah.
So again, it's $35. They get their own spot and they get the painted. And he goes to their all night party. So cool.
Yeah.
Cool on Saturday, so I think I might Chili's. I got Chili Us too.
Oh, there you go.
I got a big old roast I'll thaw out, cube up, all seasoned, browned up.
So that's Sunday. Saturday it's gonna be chili.
No, Saturday will be stew. It's actually gonna be 64, so we may grill.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out a nicer day.
It's gonna be the nicer two. I think it's gonna be Saturday, 50.
Okay. Well, I'm in a hoodie, and what I need to do is I need to get out some of my stuff back to the attic and get some Halloween stuff out. From my neighbor that is starting to shed its little leaves, and I need to blow out. I need to edge and tear and hit my bush here and get ready to. So what days I'm going to do? That's what I'm doing. Yeah. We're getting all set up for.
If you're interested for a cocktail on your outsider, brown roast, and
okay, yeah. What's that thing I had when we were at the folding warehouse? Apple
hard cider by Blake's.
That was good, man.
Yeah.
That was right. It's perfect for the season.
Yes.
That is a recommendation from. Does not drink. I'm a type of pretty tasty beverage.
Yeah. Again, always some cider and bourbon. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, no, and anything moves you the wrong way. Let me tell you, and alcohol, and you the wrong way. You just did. So, need Moose's a recommendation if you're.
Yes.
He's got good ones. Oh, yeah, sounds like a good one. I hope you guys have a good one too. Keep your beverages, take it in your family. Love it all. Don't miss a minute of it. Money tomorrow, but they'll give today. So live every day like one. Love them. We'll see y'all.